Dennis Kucinich, at age 31, is the youngest mayor ever elected mayor of a major city, Cleveland, Ohio. Now in his 6th term, U.S. Representative is running for President of the United States. He's a tireless advocate for workers' rights, civil rights, and human rights. And one of the very few members of Congress that have opposed this war from the very beginning. Let's have a warm welcome for Dennis Kucinich. Hello, Maine! Elizabeth and I are delighted to be with you here on this important day when we reflect on the power that we have to change the outcome. And I want all of you who are here right now who have cell phones to take out that cell phone and text Peace 73223, hit the send button, and send Washington a message that says it is time to end this war and to end it now. Get your cell phones out and 73223, text Peace. We're going to use the latest technology to organize an effort to send a message to Washington. Now, I'm here today to make sure that you understand that we can end this war. And I want you to take a moment to absorb this discussion, because there's a lot of people who think that, well, the votes aren't there in Congress. Follow this, please. The Democratic leaders can end this war now. They can go to President Bush and say, Mr. Bush, we appropriated $97 billion at the beginning of the summer for the war. That money can be used to bring the troops home and to set in motion an international security and peacekeeping force to stabilize Iraq. It does not take another vote. I want you to know that the Democratic leaders have the responsibility now to end the war now. Everyone here remembers in 2006, the Democrats took back the House and the Senate, and we did it based on the war. That's why we won. We told the American people we were going to give them a new direction. Yes, we're here in Kennebunkport today, and we're near the home of George Bush. But let's not deceive ourselves about this. The fact of the matter is that it was a Democratic Senate that let the war happen in 2002. It's a Democratic House and Senate that can stop it in 2007, and we need our Democrats. Where are the Democrats? And we also need Democrats to stand for the Constitution of the United States. It is time the Democrats brought forth an impeachment resolution to move forward and challenge this vice president. We need to lift up the politics of our country. Our country must stand for truth. It must stand for justice. It must stand for peace. And by standing for peace, it means that those of us who have gathered here today under this beautiful Maine sky understand that we have the power to redirect the fortunes of this country and to create not only a peace movement, but to create a pro-democracy movement as a way of restoring our nation. A pro-democracy movement which stands for peace, which stands for civil liberties, which stands for the Constitution, which stands for truth, which stands for justice. Are you ready to move forward to do that? Let me explain to you how we do it and the philosophical basis of our presence here today. Back in 2002, when America went to war against Iraq based on lies, we did it because the administration was driven by a philosophy, the philosophy of the neocons, which have said that preemption, unilateralism, and first strike were to be the way in which America would conduct its international policy. They called that doctrine peace through strength. But we know that the exhibition of strength that was shown was based on immorality, it was based on lies, and so today I want to share with you a new vision for America, a vision of an America that can be, of achieving strength through peace. Strength through peace. Now, what does that look like? It looks like this. Adherence to international law. That the United States will fully support the Non-Proliferation Treaty and get rid of nuclear weapons. It means that the United States will fully support the Biological Weapons Convention, the Chemical Weapons Convention, the Small Arms Treaty, the Landmine Treaty, and it means the United States must join the International Criminal Court so that we fully participate in international law. Strength through peace. It means not only adherence to international law, it means that the United States needs leadership which can move confidently onto the world stage and participate in direct engagement with those leaders with whom we disagree. It is time for an American president who will meet with Syria, meet with Iran, meet with Israel and Palestine, create peace in the Middle East, lift this world up, reject war as an instrument of policy, create an America where we can work with the world community. Isn't it time to do that? When we want to achieve peace. Strength through peace. My friends, under this beautiful sky, where our aspirations reach to the heavens, let us remember that the power that brought this country to its formation hundreds of years ago, the instinct for human freedom, for liberty, for justice and equality, resides in our hearts today. We're the heirs and the heiresses of a great tradition. Yes, America has had its difficulties over the years, and yes, things have happened in this country which we have found repugnant, but I tell you that we still have within ourselves the ability to transform this nation. We can feel it here today. It is what binds us here today. It is what causes us to move forward from this day, to change our politics, to change our country, to change our world. We have what it takes in order to call forth a new America. We have what it takes in order to call forth new leaders. We have what it takes in order to call forth peace and call that America. Thank you very much. Let's lift up this country. Thank you. Don't you just love this America?